Breaking news, my country people. This is interesting. So, some Hausa organization has advised their fellow Kinsmen against joining some Fulani-Organized protests against Bola Tinubu, reminding them and also warning them that such practice were forbidden under Buhari's administration. So they should note and stay clear of protesting against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. Guys, it don't happen, no. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Hausa Socio-Cultural Group, under the umbrella of Hausawa Sansa Development Association, has risen an alarm alleging that some Fulani people are plotting to instigate protest against President Bola Tinubu's government. The group, which made the allegation in a statement dated July 9th and signed by Alugum, warned all Hausa youths across Nigeria against participating in the alleged planned protest, asking Hausa youths to be wary and vigilant of the plot. So, they have called out their fellow Kinsmen that the Fulanis are not the ones in control of power at the presidency now. This was the same tactic they used to ruin the then government of the former President Goodluck Jonathan that brought Buhari to power. Over 7 million of Hausas were killed during the 8 years rule of Buhari. They forbid protest against Buhari when Nigerians genuinely called for it, citing Muslims that it was un-Islamic to protest against the government or its leaders. And has the same Muslim now permitted protest against the government? This they shouldn't forget. So, the Hausawa Sansa is hereby disassociating itself from this protest in all ramifications. They don't use wash their hands, use water wash their hands, comot for anything wey involve protest. They say they no want protest o. They no want protest against this Tinubu's government. Guys, this is serious. So they are calling all their Kinsmen in Nigeria to disassociate themselves from any plans of protest against President Bola Tinubu. They also have pledged their loyalty to the FG, to the federal government of Bola Tinubu, and pray that God will guide him and his family and the government of Nigeria. They also prayed for the Chief of Defense Staff and the teams of his military for more wins on their side as they tackle terrorism, banditry, and other manner of felony against the Nigerian state. They also prayed for peace and well-being of Nigerians. And guys, they've said that all their Kinsmen, the Fulani-Organized protests, that the Hausas should not join. No, they've advised their Kinsmen against joining any Fulani-Organized protest against Tinubu, because such protests were not permitted. They were forbidden under Buhari's administration. Guys, this is almost similar to what Senator Shehu Sani has said. According to him, there are plans by northern political forces to use the former President Muhammad Buhari to undermine the government of President Bola Tinubu. During an interview, Shehu Sani alleged that there are indications of a political realignment underway in the north. Something is cooking against Tinubu, and this is aimed at mobilizing support against the president, Tinubu's government. Some certain political forces are seeking to exploit Buhari's influence as a rallying point to turn against Tinubu and to destabilize Tinubu's administration. So, my country people, something is definitely going on in the north. something is going on in the north. And I must say, these certain persons are saying, look at what the Fulani persons want to do. They want to hold protests that their kingsmen should disembark from any thought of joining in this protest. They've warned all Hausa's youths across Nigeria from participating in any alleged planned protests by the Fulani persons, that the Hausas should not join, because the Fulanis are not the ones in control of power at the presidency. So they want to use this tactic of protest to remove Tinubu so that another Fulani can take over. And they are doing it because their person is not in power. So the Hausas should not join them in these fights. The Hausas should not join them in this protest. My country people, this is what is happening. Well, I must say, Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are suffering. The hunger is too much. The sufferings, it touch everybody, including the Hausas, the Igbos, the Yorubas. Everybody now this suffering touch. So, Nigerians should do the needful. That is the truth. Nigerians should do the needful. Everybody should do what they know is right. If you know that protesting against this government is the right thing to do, you go ahead and protest. So people should do what is right and what is good for them. Now let's take reactions from Nigerians. Let's endure. 7 years is not that far. We will vote Shetima to continue Tinubu's legacy. All hail Jagaban. The next person said, nobody is protesting in this country. It's haram to protest against our leaders. This started during Buhari's government. The jinx is breaking gradually. The liberation of Hausa from Fulani Homogamy will go a long way in liberating Nigeria from all these things. This protest is spiritual because it happened in the spiritual realm already. We are watching to see how things will unfold. Nigeria's calendar will be out when Buhari was in power. Jagaban was in spirit when he said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. So Tinubu's regime is the continuation of what was contained in the calendar. So let us watch our hands and see how the future will unfold. These ones now, political people, they are only depending on their politicians for crumbs. No one knows them. Are they mad? Let us return the praises to Nnamdi Kanu. The Igbos are blessed. Can you imagine how police and army were killing innocent Biafrans? Sit at home is enjoying. Okay, I didn't quite catch this. During Jonathan's regime, I saw El-Rufai, Tinubu, Atiku, Wole Soyinka, many Muslims protesting against his administration. So guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. My country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.